What's up next on Grilling with RVH, you might ask? Well, this pulled pork, done two ways. So we're having a youth rally at our church tonight, so I thought I would pull up some pulled pork because they're going to have all-American hot dogs, but that's just so bland and plain. So I called our youth leader and I said, hey, how about I do a couple of pork shoulders and make some pulled pork? I rubbed one of them down in the Woody Butler Barbecue Company mustard sauce. Rubbed it down, and then I sprinkled some Oak Ridge beef and pork competition rub, I believe it's called, just a little bit because that mustard has a good season all its own. But I just added a little bit of extra from Oak Ridge Barbecue, the beef and pork competition rub, and then I took the other pork shoulder. I rubbed it down with some Tiki sauce. Again, from Woody Butler Barbecue Company. And then I sprinkled a little bit of Meat Church Holy Voodo on that one. So, just to add a little bit of flavor. So, going to put them on the old tank behind me, Masterbuilt 1050. I'm going to start at 250, and then I'm going to crank it to 300 to kind of finish it off a little early so I can let them rest before service, and then get in there and shred them right before we start serving. So, they're hot, fresh, still moist. So, here's the intent. We'll see if it works out or not. When I shred them, I'm going to mix in a little bit more mustard with the mustard rubbed one, a little bit more Tiki with the Tiki rubbed one, and see how that comes out. So, so 250 and then 300 on the Masterbuilt till they get to a nice internal of 203. I'm doing something I don't often do at 160. I'm going to pull them off, wrap them up in some unwaxed butcher paper, which you can see behind me, blowing in the wind because it can't not be windy when I'm trying to do something out here on the patio in West Texas. So I'm going to wrap them up in that butcher paper, and then I'm going to put them back on and get them to 203. The bark will get to where I like it right before I pull them, hopefully, and we'll go with that. I also spritzed them. I don't often spritz, but I spritzed these with a mix of apple cider vinegar and apple juice and a little bit of Worcestershire mixed in there. So we'll see if that does anything for them. I spritzed them maybe 4 or 5 times during the initial, or I will spritz them about 4 or 5 times during the initial cook. So check out the prep video. I'll leave all the details in the description. All right, we'll see you after this. So the pork shoulders have been on for maybe close to an hour now. Gonna take a quick look at them. Oh yeah, that's the Tiki, and that's the mustard rub one. So we're gonna go ahead and put probes in there, and then we'll start spritzing as well. Okay, so all right, so we're to an internal temp I like. We're gonna go ahead and take this off, wrap it up, wrap each one up, and then put them back on there until they get to, 203-ish, I believe. got some nice looking bark on it already. I'm digging that. Big time am I digging that. And before anyone says it, no, I don't wrap very well when it comes to Christmas presents or brisket or pork shoulders. I do not wrap very well at all. All right, so that's one. Second one here. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks really, really good. So just a quick update. When I got to about 140, I cranked the Masterbuilt up to about 300, and then I let them get to 160 internal, and then I wrapped them, put them back on there. It's running at about 300 right now. I did forget, in the hopper, I'm using a mix of apple and post oak. I've never used post oak on pork shoulder. I want to try it and see, so I got it mixed with apple so it won't be too strong. Should be pretty good. So we'll see how it turns out. We'll come back after this and maybe show you the end results. All right, take care. So the pork butts, pork shoulders, whatever, after about, close to 10 hours are now done. And I'm going to put them in that cooler right there and let them rest until they're ready to be shredded here in about 2 or 3 hours. So let's talk about the final opinion on the pulled pork. First off, outstanding. I'm probably never going to do a pork shoulder without either smothering it with the Asian, the gochujang sauce that I did a couple of months ago, or the mustard and tiki sauce that I did for these two. So the pork shoulder was outstanding. I mean, it was phenomenal. It was incredible. I couldn't do it any better, I don't think, the way it happened. Really good. Got so many comments at the youth rally about how good it was. I will say the mustard got more compliments than the tiki sauce, but both of them were extremely good. Really, really, really good. So I highly recommend, if you haven't done it, you need to contact the Woody Butler Barbecue Company. I'll put their contact information down below there. And yeah, contact them. Order you some mustard sauce, order you some tiki sauce, some hot or some regular, and you won't be disappointed. So we thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, follow, ring the bell for notifications depending on which multimedia platform you're on, be it YouTube or you watch this on Facebook, either or. Do those things. Help us get that subscription base up there. Appreciate you watching. Thank you, take care, and God bless. We'll see you next time on Grillin' with RVH.